Horror of One Storm 1 here. Today we'll be taking a look to the severe weather chances in the next 7 days. Now we're going to get started with the my dog in the background. I do apologize for that. So we'll be taking a look to here at the Storm Prediction Center for today. So they got a slight risk going on for along the Gulf Coast, stretching from the Porter Panhandle into portions of Louisiana. It does include parts of southern Mississippi and Alabama. So your hail threats at the 5% there. Damage winds will be the primary threat, but there is a 5%. And you notice there's a marginal risk for portions of southern Illinois and Indiana. Now, if I'm correct, there was a storm out there. Yeah, here, primary change for the previous outlook has been added. Marginal risk for a brief tornado with low top crossing warm front this afternoon, southern Illinois to southwest Indiana. See for more detailed information. Otherwise, the main severe weather risk will persist. A storms moving along the Gulf Coast region, where the threat of damaging winds and a couple tornadoes will continue in the early evening. So there's a chance of a spin up in a marginal risk area, and there's a chance of a couple of tornadoes in the slight risk area for the parts of the south. There. Day 2, which is tomorrow. So they've got some big time changes here. They've got a slight risk going in for portions of, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, and North Carolina. There's 2 other areas of marginal risk. Got one area in the Rockies for portions of Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, and Idaho, and another area for portions of Central Florida. Now, where are you looking into here? Your main threats for right now, we could have a couple tornadoes. Damaging winds with the primary threat, but hail could also be a possibility. Let's look into day 3, and we've got a marginal risk for storms in portions of Oklahoma, Texas, and even a small part of Arkansas. If we look into our 4 to 8 day outlook here, day 4, predictably too low. Day 5, same thing. But day 6, we got a 15% for those very similar areas from day 3. But it also does include a larger area of Oklahoma and Texas. But that's not the only day, though. We gotta watch day 7 and day 8, because those days, the severe weather threat is there, but the timing is quite a bit different, so there's not a good agreement. The severe weather risk is there, but we do not know where it's going to happen and what the timing is going to be. So day 7 and day 8 will be predictably too low. If they all come together, you probably expect to see day 7 to be up to a 50%, even potential day 8. But day 6 looks to have a pretty good agreement with a 15% for right now. That looks to be a system that will bring in some widespread severe weather. It includes portions of the plains. Them guys haven't had severe weather in a while, especially in the central plains. It does include portions of the central plains, and it does go out into the Ohio Valley. Portions of the Dixie Valley, I think y'all could be all good on this one here. I think it's going to be a little bit dry for you guys, but it's just really Ohio Valley here. And then, here, let me draw it down for you guys here, see if you all would understand this here. So really, your area of concern is going to be like it here. Is your severe weather concern there for your chances in the next few days here in that black area. But it's too dry for this area here. So that's why we're not really seeing much of a severe weather chance there. But we can go ahead and take a look into the GFS model here on the 12Z run. So what we got going on right now is that we have strong thunderstorms progressing in portions of the southern Dixie Valley. We do have A few strong storms also going on in southern Illinois and Indiana and western Kentucky. And the low goes up to the northeast. It's going to be getting a little bit windy on Friday. Got the low deepening up to 991 millibars. So since the low will be deepening, increases severe weather chances for these guys here and even for them there. 986, 983, 981. So it really deepens. It's going to be very windy up to the northeast with a lot of rain. No snow expected from this system, but northern Michigan may even get some snow on the backside because it's going to bring a lot of cold air. While that's going on, you got to do system developing in front of Rockies. 996, 995. We're going to see what's going does here. It may bring some snow. It's probably going to be their last round of snow. It's your last chance. This is on Sunday or 0Z here. But it gets weaker when it reaches the Ohio Valley. May be able to bring some snow to go along with it. And here comes this system here. And then that kind of dies out, then a new system develops. It's right in here, but it's kind of a mess right now. I think day 6, I think is what it is. Yeah, it's day 6 on Tuesday. So here's Tuesday. Here's your severe weather chances as of right now. Back us up some. See, right now your severe weather chances in this area. We do have some yellows and oranges here. We'll take a closer look into the models in a moment. But as you can tell here, if we go to Wednesday, May 1st, seems like your severe weather continues to push on off and on to the east for portions of the Ohio Valley back down to Arkansas. There, it seems like it becomes a stationary front there. Then a new low develops on Thursday, bringing another round of chance of potential severe weather for these guys again. There, that kind of suppresses on to out in Southern Dixie Alley, make some rain from that. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look into models here. So we're going to go in a wide view here, since this is going to be going in for a lot of people here. We're going to go to our thunderstorm category here. We'll zoom in some here. We'll start off with the marginal risk. We got a lot of CAPE going on of 1,700 joules per kilogram. It seems like it stretches into Louisville as well. While down here in the south, however, around Mobile, it's very similar amounts there. Got some high amounts there, but not really much severe weather to really expect from that. We may even get some severe weather up there as well from CAPE values. Let's take a look at CAPE and shear values here. Fairly low up there, but it's a little bit higher when you get down to Mississippi. There. Your wind shear. Extremely low up there. But we do have some areas in the 30s down around Mississippi, around Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, that is in Alabama. Alright, let's take a look at your interior lifting index. Got pretty high values into Mississippi, going off onto the north. Some values in the -5s. And here goes your helicity. We got quite a few areas with helicity pretty high. So right now your best severe weather chances is there around 5 o'clock, which is about right. It's pretty much right now at this point in time I'm making this video. So yeah. I don't really like this thing too well. Well, I guess we could go with 2 here. Alright, let's go ahead and go into 2 o'clock. Now that's popped up. Okay. Don't worry, New York. You're not going to get any severe weather. But we do have some high values going on up in the northern side of all this. Got 200, maybe potential 250 there. Let's go to 5 o'clock. Seems like most severe weather pushes out. Seems like it's going to be more an afternoon event than it's in the evening. Let's take a look into your lifted index here. We got some values in -4 around Richmond, Virginia, Raleigh around -3. By the way, wherever they had their severe weather the other day, so far there's been 81 confirmed tornadoes, and I'll count that as a tornado outbreak that happened on that day. I was not expected to see that many tornadoes, but there was a lot. There was a lot. 81 confirmed, and they still got more surveys to go through. That's only for places like Virginia, North Carolina. I think it includes South Carolina as well. I know it's just those 3 states. But let's go ahead and continue on here. So you got your wind speed in the 20s, got some higher values back down there, but that's kind of out of the severe weather zone. Your Cape and shear values is fairly low. Your Cape, very low as well. So right now it's looking to be pretty limited. This is the HRRR model, so this is pretty high res. So yeah, we're not looking into much of anything here. Okay. So I think it was Tuesday, wasn't it? Is it day 6? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we got K values pretty high, nearing 2,800. That's a lot. Your Cape and shear values here, we actually do have some decent values, nearing 1,300. Wind shear, pretty high values to the north. So right now your severe weather boundary is looking to be like from Oklahoma City back down to Lubbock at this point. That's 2 o'clock. I should probably move on to primetime severe weather time, which is 5 o'clock. Does it get higher? Cape does? No. Wait, yeah it does. 3,400. But it gets a little bit lower to the north. Let's go back to the Cape and shear values. It's still the same, really. Your lifting index, fairly high, with -10. This is your 50% day. Fairly high holistic value. So right now the tornado threat, it's looking to be, it's not really high. I could say it's a little bit moderate as right now, but things will likely change, though. Let's go ahead and go into Wednesday here. I think they were talking about like the upper Mississippi Valley, which is like right up here for the most part. But things will likely change from there. But I think we'll just take a look at the cosmology from this point here. We'll find out about the supercell composite, when severe weather is going to occur. College due page. Let's see here. Okay, here. So here's Tuesday. Wait a minute. This is telling a different story. Hold on a minute. Is day 6? Yeah, day 6 is Tuesday. Yeah, here's Tuesday. You got potentially enhanced risk for portions of western Kentucky. Down here, it's a little bit of a lower risk, though. Let's push on the day on Tuesday. Here you go here. Here's your area of severe risk concern. There's a 6 there. But it continues on. I think this is more of a warm front, or it's just a stationary front here. but it brings the risk all the way into Pennsylvania. So a little bit widespread there, but we could go into Wednesday here. Look it to be a bigger day here. This is when it gets like some uncertainties there. And it seems like it's just gonna be round after round of severe weather. You can see so you can see here. Man, the noise in the background. Oh. 11. Should probably check the forecast sounding so. That's really high into the atmosphere. Ugh. Bad timing is what you call it. Okay, let's go let's go back to that Tuesday. Here we go. So we'll go back into Oklahoma. So this is day 6. Okay, so we may have a capping going on. But what's different over here in Kentucky then? I guess we'll find out. More of a lower risk. It's got a cap situation. Though it just about crosses it, but I guess there is still enough instability there. But the LFC, the LCL they're a little bit high, so that does decrease the severe weather risk. That's why there's not 50%. You have to look into forecast soundings here. Right now, this is looking to be kind of a busted day, even though it shows an enhanced risk. But when you take a look into the forecast sounding, it doesn't show that much of anything. I'm sure it shows a different story, but I'm going to double check here. Yeah, kind of similar, pretty similar story there. So, yeah. So we're going to watch the next 7 days here, maybe into 8 days. We're going to watch some of these systems here. It seems like it's going to be a severe weather pattern from the Ohio Valley into... It's most likely going to be these guys here that I'm going to watch for the next maybe 1 to 2 weeks for chances of severe weather. These guys up here, y'all may get a chance. You've seen the GFS ball pretty far out once to give some chances of severe weather, but since that's very far out, things will likely change though. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I do apologize for the noise in the background. My parents are mowing at this point. Bad timing, like I said. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you really like my channel, hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell icon. If you got a question, go ahead and put in the comment section down below. I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.